Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Barely Necessities. I actually see that the mic there's a mic issue on your end there, Bekah, all of a sudden. So there we go. Okay.
Did myself. So it's a good
There
thing
you go.
I
No
hadn't
worries.
started talking.
No worries. I just could see all of a sudden my image over here told me she's muted. Okay, we're here with Barely Necessities. It's the Disney merchandise show for laughingplace.com. I'm Rebekah Mosley, and with me is our site manager, Rebekah Burbank. Hey, Bekah.
Hey, Rebekah, how are you today?
I'm doing well, and I'm excited because we have a lot of merchandise that we've gathered throughout the course of this week. A lot of it seemingly popped up just in the past 24, 48 hours, and in a variety of arenas. So I'm excited to kind of get going and share what we've found. And we're going to begin with some amazing jewelry from the RockLove Jewelry Group. They've been doing a number of pieces recently with they're a pop culture focused jewelry. So they've done some Pokemon, some Star Wars, some Disney, and they're adding to their Frozen 2 collection in the upcoming days. Do you want to share a little bit more about this one, Bekah?
Yeah, so this is the Ice Crystal collection, and as we said, it's from Frozen 2. I don't know if you remember in Arendelle, all those ice crystals just kind of appeared in the air, and so that was the inspiration for this. There's 3 items. There's a ring, a pendant necklace like we've got there, and then a pair of earrings. And they're all between $95 and $135. The collection launches on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and that's available on RockLove. What I really like about them is when they publish or when they release this stuff, they also have links to the items, even if you can't purchase them right away. So if you go to RockLove or even go to our article on Thursday, you'll be able to get right to the items.
Oh, and thanks for joining us, Kayla. Yeah, this is the merchandise show. Trivia will be around at 7:30 p.m., but we hope you'll stick around and learn a bit more about what Disney has announced, or other varying companies also, not just from Shop Disney. We try and gather from near and far. With RockLove, the element that's really cool is, to me, is the way that she used the elemental symbol, the wind symbol, and she etched that into the stone. And if you follow her on Twitter, her name just popped out of my head. I think it's Angela. If you follow her on Twitter, you'll see with their RockLove, she talks a little bit about kind of her design process that went behind this particular collection. I own a couple of her Minnie Mouse bow necklaces that were offered last year. And a friend of mine who in the jewelry industry has purchased numerous pieces by this artist. She's very impressed with the level of craftsmanship with these pieces and how there's a nice weight to the jewelry that RockLove does. So we're big fans here at Laughing Place. These are some of the items that she's released previously in the Frozen 2 collection, just to give you an idea of the type of items you can find from RockLove and the price range.
Yeah. And I hadn't seen the Frozen 2 stuff, or really not paid attention, but I really like the autumn colors that she has on there as well, like with the leaves. It's so pretty.
Yeah. ColourPop, a very popular makeup brand, is releasing a Bambi collection.
Yeah, this is so cute. I don't do a lot of makeup just by choice because it takes so long. But I think this is such a cute collection, and this is also launching on Thursday, the 25th, and this one's at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and that will be on ColourPop. But yeah, it's totally inspired by Bambi and the Forest Friends, and they have eyeshadow palettes, eyeliners, lip glosses, a pixie poof highlighter, and faux lashes. So this is a fun collection.
Among the things that I noticed when I was looking over this collection is that wow, my computer is just giving me all kinds of trouble right now. Is that the eyeshadow palettes had adorable names. They names like Little April Shower, Friend Owl. Among the Thumper collection, there's I'm Thumpin'. So lots of different kind of cute names to go along with the palette sets, and you see here they're organized: Bambi, Thumper, and Flower. So sweet little Bambi collection coming to ColourPop.
And then it will also be available at Ulta Beauty on March 14th. But I don't know if that's strictly online or if it'll be in stores. But I don't follow them enough to know how they do other releases, but I know their past Disney releases have been just online, so through them. So it'll be neat that they have it through Ulta Beauty as well.
And hopefully that'll help, because as I recall, they've had a couple. Was it just a single event where they were kind of inundated, where they had some server issues? Or
it was the Hocus Pocus, and I was on the site trying to get the different items, the different URLs, and nothing was showing up. Then stuff was showing up. Then it was like the site was down, and then they're like, we're gonna launch this tomorrow or next week, something like that. And it was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember ColourPop was in my Twitter feed quite a bit with some challenges when people were trying to buy the makeup line. From shopDisney, we have the Stitch Crafts Disney next item, and that celebrates Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, this one is also going to be, this is going to be available on Friday, on the 26th, and it starts at 7 a.m. Pacific on Shop Disney. It'll be in, I think, Disney stores, and then at some of the Disney resorts the next day. This collection, of course, is Lady and the Tramp, and it will not be part of Merch Pass, so you don't have to worry about hoping that your email has been selected so that you can purchase it. It's going up for everybody. I'm curious if this is because they don't think they're going to sell a whole bunch of these, or if the first Merch Pass was like, oh, this is not as necessary. Everybody was able to get what they wanted. But
I think when I look at the pin, I get a feel of the pin art here, of the art here, because the plush I'm not falling in love with, right? I don't know, this enormous meatball poofy thing on the head just isn't, I don't know, it isn't appealing or adorable like I expect. However, like I say, when I see this pin, I get a better feel for kind of what they're going for with this representation of Stitch crashing Lady and Tramp's romantic bella notte spaghetti dinner.
Right.
So, so yeah. Do you recall what's next month? Is it Lion King?
It's Lion King. I did just add it to the article, so it should be there if you want to refresh it, but you don't have to. I can send you the photo. Yes, next one is Lion King, and this is a much better design, I think. We've got the little grubby bugs. So we don't know exactly when this will be, but sometime in March.
Oh, that's adorable with the little grubs on his head. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think this one's better than in my opinion, better than the Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, but I really think the Belle and the Beauty and the Beast one that kind of kicked it off was the most attractive so far. And also from Shop Disney, a number of kitchen items that we had previously spotted on Buena Vista Street, you can now easily bring home without having to travel to Southern California.
Yeah, I'm so glad these are here. This is a really creative collection as well. I really like I think the park maps are probably Disneyland and Magic Kingdom are probably my favorite of the items here. Do you have a personal preference?
I agree that I like the artwork attached with the map ones, but I also found the Orange Bird. My husband chuckled when he saw the Room for One More Haunted Mansion themed kitchen towel and oven mitt. I will say that when it came to the tiki room, when we were wandering the streets of Buena Vista, we did see a matching kitchen towel. So I'd keep your eyes peeled to Shop Disney if you want to add, if tiki room's your thing, because I see that the apron is there. So it makes me suspect that not too long down the road, right, we'll see the kitchen towel. Similarly, they had the Three Caballeros apron on Shop Disney without the kitchen towel that we had seen there. So yeah, I think this one's my favorite though, Bekah.
Yeah, that is
magic in every bite. I think the polka dots, and the blue, and then it's just adorable. Although the waffle has a nice color scheme as well. I like the castle spatula in the artwork on it.
That would be fun to have. There you go, Disney. We want a castle spatula.
Yeah.
When I first saw the aprons, just the way they're modeled in these photos, I thought they were like the dress shop collections. And I was like, oh, I might actually wear that. No, it's an apron.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it does look like the halter style, shop, Disney shop dress. That's cute. Okay, see, if I was doing this spatula in real life, I would turn it. I would have like the castle and everything, but I know that wouldn't necessarily look as pretty when you're, sitting it in your display. But if you're actually using it as a spatula, it would be nice to have that clean edge down at the bottom as opposed to all the spires.
Yeah, it would be definitely more practical.
Kidder is Kidder, as always, offering us lots of fun facts. For example, there used to be an attraction at the Magic Kingdom at Disney World which featured Stitch. Yes, I was there. I was there opening day. Saw Stitch toilet paper Cinderella Castle in preparation for the arrival of the new attraction. So yeah, Stitch causes trouble wherever he appears. So lots of fun with that little guy. Staying with Shop Disney, we have a new Dooney and Bourke bag.
When I last checked, it was still available.
What size bag is that? Sorry, as I switch over.
They have a satchel and then a tote bag. I'm not quite sure what the dimensions are, but it's going to be a nice size bag.
And the satchel is $268. You can see it has varying Skyliner artwork represented on it. I see here Pooh, Ratatouille, Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan, and two Peter Pan, right? Because this one's kind of Peter Pan, right? Oh no, that's Pirates of the Caribbean, different pirates. Oh. So you have Peter Pan up here with Shmi, and then you have Pirates of the Caribbean pirates down here. Okay. And then on the flip side, a few other designs. Naveen. So, and these are representations of the Skyliner gondolas themselves that we see flying over the parks at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, and then you've got Epcot and Hollywood Studios in the background as well, which is kind of fun.
Which makes sense because that is where the Skyliners travel. Now, have you had a chance to enjoy a trip across Walt Disney World in a Skyliner yet, Bekah?
Yes, I have. We were there, I think, the weekend it opened, but we were fortunate enough to not be stuck on the 3-hour in the air saga that happened. But we had a great experience. I really enjoyed the Skyliner. It was fun, and some people told me that they felt motion sickness. I did not at all. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't feel. I had a little bit of trouble with like kind of a motion sick kind of feeling when I rode in the wrapped ones. If I wasn't in a wrapped one, then I was okay. But and so when I was in a wrapped one, I would try and sit in such a way because the window isn't and the door part. So I would try and like look off on the horizon, but not through the wrap
Sure.
part. I don't know. I guess it was playing some sort of weird eye trick on me or something. But and it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was one of those things where it went away pretty quickly once I was no longer in motion. But I love the Skyliner, the acceleration of ascent, and then the acceleration with the descent is a little unnerving and fun. So there's just enough thrill.
Right. Yes, and it was a gentle ride. I mean, I don't know what it's like when they operate with different weather conditions, but everything that I experienced was just gentle and soothing, and I'm like, I could do this for a long time.
Yep, I'm a big fan. Okay, back to the shopping. Over at Foster and Grant, they let me try unsharing and resharing and see if that makes my computer stop hiccuping like that. Foster and Grant are giving us Disney themed reading glasses.
Yep, these are launched yesterday. They're $28.95 a piece. There's 5 frame styles, and each frame style has like 2 color options. So there's 10 frames total. But yeah, they have fun names like Dreamer, Celebrate, Iconic, Wonder, and Imagination. So very, very Disney.
Yeah, I love some of the details on these. I'm trying to get them to come up so we can share them with all of you as well. For example, on the Dreamer glasses, you have on the front, you have the Mickey Mouse silhouette. Sorry, not a silhouette. You have a little sketch of Mickey Mouse in black on black with the frame by your eye, and then along the temple you have the white on black with the celebration. It's a nice hidden Mickey in the temple area, and they had these in kind of this, to me it's a copper-esque color, and then rose gold. What do they call it? Oh, they call it wine and rose gold. The Imagination are far more subtle, where it's a plain black until you get to the tip by the ear. That's where you have your Mickey, and then on the interior they have a Mickey icon print. And then I think my favorite is the Wonder.
Okay.
These are the round lenses, but you have the Mickey icon right by the eye, and then on the inside they had a bow print, a Minnie Mouse bow print, and I thought these were really adorable. So these are all from Foster Grant, and they're reading lenses, and as you see, they have varying powers, whatever you need for your reading glasses. So really pretty.
Yeah.
It's neat as a Disney fan now to have so many options, like, to kind of dress up your life with Disney, not simply, t-shirts or plush.
Right. Yeah, and you had mentioned before, if you wanted to bring Disney type stuff other than souvenirs into your home, like, you had to get creative and find your own way to put those touches on there. So yeah, I think it's neat, some of the different outlets that and licenses Disney has.
Now on Mondays, Bekah co-hosts with our Mike Mack here at Laughing Place. They talk about Marvel, and they bring us up to date on the WandaVision happenings and the must-have Marvel. And Bekah is going to share a few of those highlights with us right now.
Yeah, so if you watched that, of course, you've seen me talk about all of this, but I really wanted to point out the Monica Rambeau Pop that's coming in March, and it's for pre-order right now. But she's in her like a spaceman suit, and if you watch the last episode, that's something that she wears. So I definitely wanted to point that out. This is the first we've seen of her in Funko Pop form, so I'm sure there's more to come. And then if you're into the thank you. And she works, of course, for Sword, her mother founded Sword, and so there's a lot of Sword merchandise that you can bring home as well.
I like the hoodie.
Yeah. And it's a Zazzle item, so I don't remember for sure, but you can probably get different color hoodies as well.
Customize it. Yeah. The t-shirts are kind of an interesting choice. The rendered moments that she had. So interesting choices there. But I guess they wouldn't want to completely reveal the nice twist reveal that happened at the end of the episode. And I will say, in addition to all this fantastic merchandise, Disney gave us the gift of dropping the episode 7 soundtrack a few days early. Usually they appear on your playlist devices like Spotify and all those. I shouldn't say devices, I should say platforms. But it usually is about a week after the episode. But nope, today we could all enjoy the soundtrack of episode 7 as it appeared on Spotify. So if you haven't already added Agatha All Along to your playlist, I will just say, where have you been? Come on.
It already got my heart, my like.
Your like?
I can't wait to get my Spotify what your year was in music. They send you this at the end of the year, and it's gonna be like, you streamed this song 100 times.
It is such a fun and clever song. I mean, it was an instant like for me, and I'm thrilled that Disney decided to give it to us just a little bit early.
Yeah, me too.
So, and once again, if you didn't catch Bekah and Mike talking about the WandaVision episode 7, you can find that right here on Laughing Place, and they'll be back next Monday with episode 8. Yep. So that now brings us to the time of the day when I get to have fun sharing the Sensational Seven. So the Sensational Seven this week. Well, let me just, for those of you who haven't seen us before, I try and organize a very odd, put together shopping list based upon the personalities of the 7 dwarfs. Sometimes it's the conceit is I'm going to a party that the 7 dwarfs will be at, and I must buy them all gifts, and so I try and find things that fit their personalities. Other times, they're coming to my house, and they're bringing me things. And today, that's what we're doing. The 7 dwarfs are attending a keychain event. They have to bring a keychain. Each one of them must purchase a keychain for me. So I've organized them. Happy, Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, and Doc. That's my list of 7. And we'll kick it off with Sleepy, who brings Sleeping Beauty Castle. So I thought, he's a sleepy kind of guy. There you go. Sleeping Beauty Castle. From Happy, we'll hop on over to Loungefly and remember the place no place we'd rather be than on a surfboard out at sea. So Lilo and Stitch hanging 10.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride, right?
You got it. I love that song. That is a nice pick-me-up. When you're having a rough day, just kind of throw that on, you'll feel better. Grumpy is giving me something a little more villainy. He is giving me the Inquisitor lightsaber LED keychain. This is from Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars Rebels. So a little darker. Thought that might be fun from Grumpy.
That is so intense, but I love it. I'm so intrigued by this.
It's a neat idea. I mean, and I don't know if you've seen those in operation on Star Wars Rebels, but that's an intense device. So I'm excited. I was excited to stumble upon it in keychain form. From Dopey, we have the Dumbo ride with Minnie Mouse. This is so adorable, and I thought, another character who does not speak. So I thought, nice homage to a fellow Disney character. But mostly, I just really find the polka dotted Minnie Mouse in this. I don't know why. I think maybe because Minnie is so large and Dumbo is so tiny. And
it's the complete opposite when you ride when you go on the ride.
But it's really sweet and adorable. So there's this keychain. Now Sneezy, he wanted to make sure he could still carry some tissues because he's got that sneeze going on.
Okay.
So we've got this zip around wallet. It's got the nice little hook on it, so it can be part of your keychain or your keys to it. And Darkwing Duck. I mean, come on, got to throw in a little Disney afternoon.
Hey, and this way he can feel a little dangerous, you know.
Or you can be reminded it's a little dangerous to be in his vicinity.
That's true too.
Right?
Yeah, that's probably a little bit better.
So either way, it works either way. And speaking of Disney Afternoon, I've noticed a few more Disney Afternoon related items popping up at places like Hot Topic and Box Lunch. A nice teal sweatshirt with the characters on it. Oh, I see. Maybe a couple. And let's see. Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful. I went with another kind of a little less gregarious Disney character, and that would be Eeyore. And this is a simple Eeyore on a brass ring, available from Amazon. And finally, Doc. I just went with a classic multicolored D. You've got the sparkle. So, you think Doc starts with a D. It's classic. Doc's rather classic. And he spends a lot of time in a mine.
Yes. That would be, yeah. There you go.
There you go. I got it. I managed to do it yet again, Bekah. One of these weeks, I'm gonna run into a wall. One of these weeks. I don't
think so. I'm so amazed. Each week you're like,
you have these good.
No, each week you have all these great connections. I'm like, that's amazing. It's so creative. It's so creative.
Oh, hey, Margot. Good to hear from you. Let's see. Where do you want to go next, Bekah?
I think the shopping list is where I'm ready for.
Okay, I will go ahead and share the shopping list. This is where Bekah lets you know all the other items that we simply just didn't have enough time to share with you on Laughing Place, because we are constantly updating the site with new products and announcements from Disney, and sometimes it's things that maybe we discussed last week. So if you didn't hear about it, go check it out. Maybe we talked about it last week.
Yeah, this week, as we said, there was so much that came in the last 24 or 48 hours. So we've got the Brito, Jim Shore, and Enesco figurines. There's several of those that just landed on Shop Disney. And then last week, Wonderground Gallery reopened at Downtown Disney. So we have an article with some great pictures in there. So maybe not so much shopping unless you are in California, but definitely something worth checking out. And then, of course, Funko Pop, just all the time. Today they had a Tiana, so I don't have a link to that yet, but we'll get that. And then the Winter Soldier, it's the Year of the Shield, I believe is what they said. So if you want Winter Soldier Funko. And then the Florida residents can get a Walt Disney World 50th anniversary license plate, but you have to request it ahead of time. They won't produce them until they're requested. So if you are a Florida resident or know someone who loves Disney but maybe isn't aware of this, we'll have a link to that article. And then El Capitan, they've been doing these premiere packs or snack packs and you can purchase merchandise. Most of the stuff is sold out, but I just wanted to mention that's still a thing. And every time these come up, they go quickly. So if you see anything with El Capitan and their snack packs, don't hesitate to get them. And then some of the merchandise also arrived at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So
do you see your husband and my husband are being cheeky? He comes in with the Juby's 4:30 p.m. cough, must mean it's time to wrap up. And then mine's harassing us with, hey, where's the information about the Hamilton Funkos? It's like we're his personal shoppers.
No.
It's like, hey, what about me? But if you're not married to us and you do have a question, feel free to ask us, because we'll answer them. If you're curious about some merchandise, if there's a particular character that you're fond of and you have an event coming up, or you have a friend who has an event coming up and you're want some ideas, feel free to drop us a line. Maybe some Disney friends are getting married or having a baby, or moving to a new house and you're looking for housewarming gifts, feel free to drop us a line. We'll do our best to help you out. Bekah and I are constantly browsing and perusing and writing about Disney merchandise, so we have a good idea of what's available and out there, and we'll do our best to guide you to a helpful place. Let's see. Oh, hey, Kidder telling everybody we have Disney Trivia Live coming up in less than 3 hours. That's correct. If you haven't been hanging around Laughing Place, today we had a book review pop up on the site this morning. And then at 10 a.m. we were live from Universal Studios, Florida. Jeremiah was wandering the park. He was eventually joined by our own Mike Mack. Lots of fun as they browsed. No, they didn't browse. They just wandered the park and saw stuff and joked around. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, you're watching Barely Necessities right now. We're here each week at 4 p.m. And then tonight, my husband and our son Gideon host Disney Trivia Live. This is where you can compete head-to-head against fellow Disney fans via the Coot app. We have 2 contests, roughly 13 questions each on a variety of Disney topics. Sometimes it's a Disney movie or a Disney park. Sometimes it's a picture. Last week we had a picture reveal contest where we had images of Disney light fixtures, and you had to guess what restaurant they were in. So you're never quite sure what you will find happening at Disney Trivia Live.
Neither are we.
But for now, that's it for us here at Barely Necessities. We look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks as always, Bekah. I enjoy chatting Disney merch with you, and look forward to doing this again.
Yes, thank you. This is always fun.
So we invite you to like and subscribe if you had fun watching us. Follow us at Disney Merch Show or at Laughing Place. Those are our 2 Twitter handles. The Disney Merch Show is specifically focused on the Disney merchandise. Laughing Place is where you'll find all sorts of Disney news and information. So until next time, have a good week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.